Time now for my next guest. Now, he was born and bred in Salford, and he left the big city for drama school, but he took his father's advice to do your best and have some grit, and he did very well. And his new series, Safe House, starts tonight, and having seen the first episode over the weekend, I can tell you, it's very stressful. Oh, please. Please welcome the man himself, Mr. Christopher Eccleston. Let's hear you. Come on. Christopher, welcome.
Hiya.
I tell you what, you could have warned me about Safe House, because it's real edge-of-the-seat stuff. I left the room twice and watched it through the crack in the door.
Did you?
Which I know is stupid.
Behind the settee?
Get terrified.
Terrified, good.
Because it's so claustrophobic.
That's just the sight of me in a wetsuit, though, isn't it?
Was that in the lakes you were doing that?
Yeah.
Swimming at the beginning?
I went in Coniston Lake in September, but I ended up further up north in Derwent Water in December. Yeah.
Please.
Swimming.
How many takes was that? Can you do that again, one more for safety?
Yeah. There was a great moment, though, when we had to do some close-ups, and I'm in the lake, and we're doing close-ups, and Russell will know about this. To get close-ups, I can't move, so I was pretending to swim, and a bloke was holding my legs. And behind me, I'm supposed to be swimming like a maniac, and a swan passed me, going at a very regal... At a very regal pace, you know.
Just look in. What's going on here?
Call yourself an actor.
Now, in this, you play an ex-copper who gave up the game, and his mate, who's in the force, persuades him to open up, to turn his it's a very secluded guest house, isn't it, in the Lake District? Yeah. Quite a creepy guest house.
It is, yeah.
I wouldn't stay there, put it that way.
No. I wouldn't advise you go there. Or you get his mint cake in the Lake District. Oh, I can't say that.
And there's no telly, is there?
No telly.
They're not allowed to use the internet or use their mobiles because they can be traced. I mean, all this information is really interesting because you suddenly realise if you're on all these Facebook and Twitter, just how vulnerable you are because everybody knows your movements.
Well, there's all this information coming out now about the way that our iPhones, etc., track our history. So we can always be tracked. And the house that we've got is not a hotel, you'll be glad to know. It's a safe house, and we have to take all that stuff. So it's like being back in the 70s, really. You rely on each other's conversation. And the character I play is an ex-policeman, and he's in a witness protection scheme, and the witness he's taking care of gets shot. And my guy also nearly takes a bullet and nearly gets killed. And he's been in a very macho, alpha male environment, and he has a bit of a nervous breakdown and starts to look at life differently.
Yeah. Not surprised.
So I'm not playing a kind of trad, macho,
no, he's not.
gun-wielding cop. He's damaged goods.
Yeah. Do you know the psychopath who's after the family that you take in? Why has he got it in for them?
Patterson Joseph.
Oh, no,
Peter.
the fella,
Peter. Well, is that revealed in episode... I'm not sure that...
Because he's a probation officer, isn't he, the fella you're taking in?
That's correct.
And he's got a bit... Because when they were going through his bank statements, he'd been up to something.
Yeah. You've not watched all 4 episodes,
No, I've watched the first one, and that's it. Yeah, that's all they gave me.
Why... Really?
Yeah, they wouldn't give me any more in case I had a shock. You know what I mean? No, terrifying.
Yeah. In case you got a tick.
This is it. Talk the witch. By the way, I must warn you, me and Russell are crawling.
I was going to do my bit from the top of the stairs.
Just sit over there.
Yeah. Me and Russell have a secret, actually. We work together.
Oh, yeah?
At the National Theatre.
Oh, really?
And pretended to be sheep on the taxpayers' money. We did a workshop.
I think I might have been the shepherd to your sheep.
The shepherd,
yes.
Yeah. I remember you prodding me. Yeah, we pretended to be sheep. That's how serious we are as actors.
What did your parents say? A Salford lad, working-class background. What did they say when you announced you came home and said, I want to be an actor?
Well, because I was the kind of oddball of the family, it made perfect... They were brilliant parents, so they looked at all their children as individuals, and my decision to be an actor was so left field that based on what they'd seen in me of 19 years, they went, that makes perfect sense.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They went, yeah, of course he's going to go and do something outlandish and ridiculous. And they were excited. I think my dad was a bit of a frustrated actor. So I got nothing nothing but backing. I'm so fortunate with my mum and
Well,
dad.
that's good, isn't it?
Oh, amazing, amazing.
Because when I left school, you know, you went to careers officer and you either went into Camel-Laird shipbuilders as a boiler maker.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I ended up being an old boiler, you know what I mean? And that was it, really. You know, there were no... if I'd have said I wanted to be an actor...
So how did you get into it?
Oh, well, that's a very long story.
What was your first role on stage? Because I had a...
Well,
we have a similarity.
So what was your first role on stage, then?
I played Bandy Bertha, which was me in a very long dress that used to belong to my mum at my primary school. I met her Sunday morning, Bandy Bertha, in the cowshed. Yeah, so that was my first role.
Why was she bandy? What, her legs?
Well, I think because she kept meeting people in the cowshed.
She was a busy woman.
She was.
Have you replayed
Couldn't stop
her,
a pig in a back entry.
I was old Nokomis in Hiawatha, Nokomis's grandmother, at school, and it was so bad. My mother had made me a wig out of grey wool, and under the heat, it started to come out, so it all started to hang, and then the teepee collapsed on me. And I thought, oh, I might as well play this for laughs, even at the age of 8. So I did a strip. Because I'd just seen Gypsy, you see. So I'm down the front giving it all this. And, I mean, it brought the roof in, but it didn't
That's
go
kind of what I did. The
Yeah.
same kind of thing.
Yeah.
An instinct kicked in. Play it for laughs.
Yeah.
Mind you, Bandy Bertha, you're not going to play checkers.
I was going to say, it's not Stringberg, is it, Bandy Bertha?
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think these days now? Every single name you see in the West End, and I'm up being northern here, they're all toffs. They've all gone to public school. What chance does a young working-class kid now have if they want to go to drama school? Because they're not going to get a grant, are they?
No, they're not going to get a grant. I went to drama school in 83 to 86, and
When they were doing grants?
And I got a discretionary grant because I didn't have any academic qualifications. And Russell, it's not an academic pursuit, acting. It's about emotional intelligence and instinct and guts, really. I got a discretionary award from Salford, probably because of the success of Albert Finney and Mike Leigh, people like that. And I was still benefiting, to a certain extent, from the political and social revolution of the 60s, when working class, the kitchen sink. But we've moved further away from that rather than closer.
That's
so
right.
It's very difficult for somebody of our background, I think it's fair to say we have a similar background, all three of us, to come through now.
Yeah.
And that means that the culture is not as interesting.
Because I came down with the girl, she went to drama centre, you know.
Well, that was a bit...
Well, she's
pretty
come
intense.
back freaked out. I used to go down and kick off on them.
Oh, good, yeah.
I know, it did. It was too much. You know, they send them to the zoo to imitate a vulture, you know, and all this, and I'd go down and say, what are you doing to these girls? And they were foul to the girls and nice to the lads.
Right.
It was shocking, you know, it really was. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Mine was a bit more trad, mine, Central School and Speech and Drama. We did the zoo bit, but they weren't, you know, prodding us to do it.
What animal were you?
I was a kangaroo, thank you.
Whoa!
What were you, Russell?
I never went drama school. I never got to experience that excitement.
Oh, you can come to the zoo with me whenever you want.
I want to see it now.
I did it, and I did this thing because I was a drama school student and everything was very intense. I did this, we had to do a showing, and eventually I had my kangaroo killed by an invisible boomerang.
Bet they loved that.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
You're a big fan of Northern Soul, aren't you?
I am a big fan of
So am
Northern
I.
Soul.
I'm mad for it. You never went to Wigan Casino. You'd be too young.
I was too young, but I used to get on the 38 bus from Little Alton and go to Wigan Baths.
Yeah.
But I knew all the bigger lads all used to go to Wigan Casino. Yeah. And do you know this theory that the way the dancing evolved, a woman who just made a film about it put forward the idea that it was really influenced by Bruce Lee.
Oh, really?
And the fact that people were really obsessed with martial arts, because the dancing's...
Very, and all this, you know, they used to do flip-flops and all sorts,
like they've all
and chucking themselves. I used to just mooch from one foot to the other.
Yeah.
You know, and my mother used to think I was on drugs because I was out all night.
Well, there was a lot of that, wasn't there?
Not when I went. No, they never had the bar.
Did you go to the casino?
Yeah, I only went 4 or 5 times because I was only 16 and they used to kick off about me being out all night. You know, they didn't trust me. They're quite wise as well. But they thought I was... And I said, we just used to go and dance.
Yeah.
You know, and enjoy the music because the music they were playing in the clubs I didn't like, but I liked the Northern Soul. And because I know your favourite record is Chuck Wood, 7 Days Too Long, there you go.
Wow. Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I love the Andantes like a nightmare.
Oh, beautiful.
So he gets a record and I get a pencil case.
Well, you're younger than us. You've got to do your homework.
Work up to a record.
We all get ticks, though.
Yeah, we're all crawling now when we leave here, because
Thank you
Olga's
very
alive.
much.
Oh, no,
Thank
you will. Listen, good luck with Safe House.
Thank you.
It's a truly brilliant series.
Thank you very much.
It's gripping.
And Jimmy McGovern, he's working with McGovern.
Smashing
Spanish,
fella,
that's
isn't he?
amazing.
Yeah, he's a wonderful man.
I built my career
man.
on Jimmy. You
Yeah.
know, I've worked for him so much.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I have to tell you what I loved you as. John Lennon. You did,
I'm scared because you're a Scouser and
you
he's
did
an
a
icon.
fab Scouse accent.
I was a bit too old to play him, but I couldn't turn it down.
Can you do a Scouse accent now?
I used to do a Lily impersonation.
Oh, God,
you know?
you never.
What was it I used to do? OK, we weed the bed so much when we were kids, our bunk beds had gutter in.
That's one of my favourite Lily lines, that.
I used to say, if Lily used to share the bed with her sister and she wet the bed, my mother would say, what end of the bed do you want? I said, the shallow end, please. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it with this lovely man, Mr. Christopher Eccleston. Come on. Coming up, ticks allowing, we're going to be experiencing a spot of virtual vertigo. You ready for this?
Yep.
It's horrific, I'm warning you, seriously.
Okay, I've got a
it
bit of
really is. So
vertigo,
we'll
yeah.
see you in a bit.
Stand over here.
OK.
And you have to walk on the plank. What happens if you don't walk on the plank?
You were walking on there.
Was I?
Virtually, yeah? Virtually.
Well, the plank moved, you see, and the room...
Oh,
I can't even walk on it, look, without the virtual thing, let alone...
Yep, so just
Oh, that's too much. No, I'm sorry.
Where's my bag?
That's
Here's your bag.
horrific.
OK,
That is
now look
just...
straight ahead and we'll just reset
What?
the view.
They
little
got...
bag.
Oh, did
Look
they
straight
got
ahead.
thanks for
Just at a
that.
nice comfortable level.
Are you going to have a go?
I've lost my bag
There
again.
you go, keep the bag in.
Right, Christopher, go on.
Right. And that's a lovely rug.
It's a nice room, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Paul, join me over here because it can only track one person at a time.
OK. Right, go on.
Say when.
Ben.
OK.
Am I going?
Not yet, not yet. Wait for it, wait for it. Wait until you get to the edge.
Oh!
OK.
Oh! OK.
Now, go for it.
Oh!
I told you! Oh, you fell! You've fallen!
It's just like magic mushrooms. Nothing's happening.
Oh, that's because you're dead.
You died.
That's because you're dead.
Paul, you said that drink was coffee.
Isn't that hideous?
It's Russell's turn.
OK, just slip it off.
Oh, God, that was terrifying.
Isn't it? I told you. It's a shocking,
You feel like
innit?
you're falling?
Yeah, I fell. I'm surprised I'm here.